Who are the best players in the NBA entering the 2021-22 season? Let's find out in today's video. At number 10, Anthony Davis, Los Angeles Lakers. The injury bug bit Davis and the Lakers hard last season, as the superstar forward missed half of a possible 72 regular season games before returning ahead of the postseason, where he suffered a groin injury in LA's first-round loss to the Phoenix Suns. After a full offseason of rehab and recovery, Davis will look to bounce back to the form he showed during the 2020 NBA restart, where he won the first NBA title of his career. At number 9, Damian Lillard, Portland Trail Blazers. There are a few players people can agree on to this extent, but it's clear that everyone considers Lillard to be a top 10 player in the league. Dame is coming off a season in which he averaged 28.8 points, 7.5 assists, and 4.2 rebounds for the Blazers, leaving them to the West's 6th seed and away from the play-in tournament. In the postseason, Lillard upped his production to 34.3 points and 10.2 assists per game, including an all-time performance with 55 points and 10 assists in a Game 5 overtime loss. Despite Lillard's heroics, Portland was eliminated in 6 games, prompting an offseason headlined by a coaching change. The Blazers face many questions in the 2021-22 season, but with Dame on the roster, they'll be good enough to compete every night. At number 8, James Harden, Brooklyn Nets. Who said Harden wouldn't find his way in Brooklyn? The Nets were dealt an awful hand with injuries this past season, but Harden averaged 24.6 points, 10.9 assists, and 8.5 rebounds over 36 regular season games with his new team. Had he not gotten injured seconds into the Eastern Conference semifinals, the series may have had a much different outcome. With that in the past, Harden and the Nets' eyes shift forward. Will they be expected to come out of the Eastern Conference? We'll get a much better look at him next to his superstar teammates Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, a trio that just scratched the surface of what it could become. Number 7, Joel Embiid, Philadelphia 76ers. The MVP runner-up, Embiid has made his claim as the league's most dominant player loud and clear. After averaging a career-best 28.5 points per game during the regular season, Embiid continued his dominance in the playoffs. And despite tearing his meniscus in the first round, Embiid averaged 30.4 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 3.9 assists in the Sixers' 7-game series loss to the Atlanta Hawks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Plenty of uncertainty surrounds Philly in this upcoming season, but there's no question surrounding the ability of Embiid, who signed a 4-year, $196 million extension to remain a Sixer for the next 6 seasons. Number 6, Luka Doncic. It's gone from "we're running out of words to describe him" to "we've run out of words to describe him." Seriously. 3 seasons in, Luka's wizardry isn't a surprise anymore. You just can't help but sit back and laugh. The 22-year-old continues to grow in his ability to dominate the pace and direction of the game, as evidenced by his playoff performance, in which he nearly led Dallas to the second round with averages of 35.7 points, 10.3 assists, and 7.9 rebounds over 7 games. If history is any indicator, his encore will be even more impressive. At number 5, Nikola Jokic, Denver Nuggets. He is Mr. Most Valuable. He's broken the mold in many ways, becoming the first ever second-round pick to win the NBA's Most Valuable Player award and the first center to hoist the trophy in 20 years. But he's not your typical center. Already considered by many as the best passing big man ever, the Joker averaged 26.4 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 8.3 assists in the 2020-21 season, and willed Denver to the second round despite the absence of his running mate in Murray. Things will get no easier as details surrounding Murray's return are unclear, meaning Jokic will have to piece together an MVP-worthy campaign to keep the Nuggets among the top teams in the West. At number 4, Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors. He'll turn 34 this season, but he's not showing any signs of slowing down. The greatest shooter of all time is coming off of a season in which he averaged a career-best 32 points per game, which were also good for his second ever scoring title and third-place finish in MVP voting. At the time of writing, the ink is still drying on Curry's landmark for 4-year, $215 million extension, which made him the first player in league history to sign 2 contracts valued at over $200 million. At number 3, LeBron James, LA Lakers. LeBron stands at 3 here, but the king is far from washed. In fact, in our last ranking, James landed at number 1, just days before he would go down with the ankle injury that altered the course of his and the Lakers' season. Despite missing 25 of LA's last 29 regular season games, he was full go for the postseason, where he first led the Lakers past the Warriors in the 7-8 play-in game. At number 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks. The champ is here, and he was just edged out by the number 1 on our list. Giannis stands at number 2 after turning in one of the most dominant championship performances in NBA history. Playing through a knee injury that caused him to miss 2 games in the previous round, Antetokounmpo led the Bucks to their first NBA title in 50 years, with averages of 35.2 points, 13.2 rebounds, and 5 assists in the finals. And at number 1, Kevin Durant, Brooklyn Nets. You'll know who he is. Durant landed at 1 after the magical postseason run in which he averaged 34.3 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 4.4 assists, while shooting 51.4% from the field, 40.2% from 3, and 87.1% from the charity stripe. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to Sport Utopia, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.